All right, welcome everybody to the Dark Knight commentary on the Cinebums network here, and I'm joined, as always, by Luke Mueller. Luke, how are you doing today?
I'm great, John. Great to see you.
It's great to have you, and I think we're in for a treat today. This should be a great performance. We have kind of an unknown, as far as I know,
Yeah, just like last
Christopher
time, never
Nolan.
heard of this film. We always go under the radar. Yeah.
Yeah, we do, yeah. And it looks like this is a director by the name of Christopher Nolan, making this
Yeah.
feature called Dark Knight.
Interesting. I don't know, but I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. Yeah. From what it sounds like though, John, he seems to me like maybe a bit of a bro, so I'm a little skeptical. Maybe like as you know, John, I went to the prestigious DePaul University Film School, and
Yes,
my
of course.
one of my complaints, it was filled with bros, and I would not be surprised if this Nolan went through that same racket that I did. So that's one of my keys for concern for today's screening. And then also this Zimmer fella, this Zimmer guy, he seems like a bit of a bro. This Eckhart, he seems like a little bit of a bro. And also, this Maggie Gyllenhaal even seems like a bit of a bro, if
Very
there ever
broy.
was if there ever was one for a woman. So we'll see how this all comes together.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Will Luke get a rude flashback back to his college days? We'll have to see. And
Right. As you know, I've been trying to escape my college days for some time, as well as that's been my whole life. First, it was escaping my preschool days, then my grade school days, and, now it's college days. And so, this is a risky thing for me, this current screening.
we're always escaping, aren't you? Yeah. Well, Luke, you bring up the keys as well, and we've got some exciting players that I'm curious what the outlook and your keys for them are for this. We have Christian Bale or Bale coming up, and
I
then
don't know. Yeah, I don't know
also
how you say a name like that. That is a tough one. I think
and
you did your best.
Health Ledger also coming up.
Oh, the health ledger. Yeah,
Health Ledger, yes, sorry, Health Ledger. Yeah, he seems like must be Scandinavian coming in here, and yeah, I guess these are the two main players it seems we have today. Well, what's your outlook for them today?
Well, well, first of all, not to get political, but I'm hoping the current administration looks at the health ledger a little better, because as we know, the health ledger is a mess. And I hope the health ledger is focused during this film. And Christian Bale also, not to, beat this point over the head, but seems like a bit of a bro. And I'm not
Hmm.
really sure. I'm not really sure who he's playing or what he's gonna do. But again, skeptical because he seems like a bit of a bro. But
Yeah,
also a very handsome bro. I've never seen a man who quite looked as exquisite as he does. So look,
if
I'm
you're gonna be
definitely
a
looking
bro,
forward
you
to
better be
that.
handsome.
Yeah,
That's all I'll
that
say.
that's yeah, that's um I don't I don't know. Is there anything more to
Well,
do to intro this film?
it looks like we're getting set to tip off
I will
here.
say it's an important for me to always shed a light on these unknown indie projects in
Yeah.
2024. I feel like we are trying to it is our aim to revamp the film industry. And also, John, what do you think about the title, The Dark Knight? Because it reminds me of the A24 film, The Green Knight, and I wonder if that is a follow
Hmm.
up to that. And as we all know, The Green Knight is maybe, could be the finest film ever made, possibly. So this might have a lot to live up to with that.
Yes, this could be an homage, if you will, to the Green Knight, which was a very fine a film to come out, and so yeah, I think if they go with the same exact game plan that they had for the Green Knight, I think this will be a success. So
Yeah,
um,
what a game plan that was. Yeah, unstoppable.
executed
They
perfectly. Yeah.
dominated. The Green Knight dominated the box
Yes.
offices that year, and everyone's Letterbox lists and ratings too.
Yeah, so we'll see if the case is the same for the Dark Knight here today. And we'll find out. The start of the Dark Knight happens right after this on the Cinebums Network.
Yeah, the tip off of the Dark Knight.
They always do that. They always cut to a commercial right before they're gonna
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, John, I'm a little concerned. I feel
go.
the hole being dug
We're
already.
already,
Yeah.
yeah, we're already in deep. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in too deep. We're not gonna know what to say.
You know what would be funny is if we could have some. You know how they'll show like the like a screenshot of like a play, and then they'll like draw on the thing.
Or yeah, like
Like,
the Kenny Smith like big board thing.
yeah, we'll have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do this in post, obviously,
Yeah,
but we
that'd
could
be
bring up
great.
like and look up how this happened, how this here is like this, and then we just like circle
Right,
someone's
right.
face or
I can be
something.
like,
Yeah.
oh, and then he makes this. I draw camera pan here, and
Yeah.
as you see, the Joker walks here
Yeah.
with the knife.
And this is going to be really important for how the rest of the scene plays out. Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1. We last time was TH.
I was just waiting
DC
for
Comics.
one of
Have
us
you
to
heard
chime
of?
in.
Have you heard of it before, John?
DC Comics. I have not heard of this. I assume this is has to do with politics in some way. Maybe this is a government funded project.
All right, I will
We'll
say I
certainly
do know
see.
one thing about this movie, John, to not make it too hard. As you see this opening shot, we are in our hometown of Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, Chicago, Chicago, my kind of town.
The Loop area, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. Whoa. And bang, we have glass breakage right from the get-go here. Oh, we seem to have this clown type character.
LaSalle and Van Buren there, John.
Wow, that is LaSalle and Van Buren. I don't typically see anyone hanging out with clown masks around there.
I have been scared in
Um,
the city before like that, but not I never saw anything like that.
would
And
be a
whoa, that
frightening
is one
sight to
way to
see.
cross a
And
street,
oh,
John. Oh my.
wow. Now, I don't know if they could be arrested for jaywalking. Maybe Jay
No Uber
ziplining
driver needed
there.
there.
Yeah.
We're both throwing out like random one-liners at the same
Yeah.
time. That made no sense. Well, we got a couple of jokers here. We know that. I don't know who this
Oh yeah,
joker is.
I'm looking at a couple of jokers.
Does this remind?
Oh, so whoa, there do and oh my word, we have a casualty already. It seems to be his own man, a clown. One clown takes down another. Um,
One clown takes on another. Sounds like a folk song, a Bob Dylan song, John.
that reminds me of that old Bob Dylan song. Yeah. And this
One clown
this
takes down another.
well, one clown takes
The
down
world is filled of
another.
clowns in the from the mother.
I was on down on Van Buren and LaSalle.
Shay the
One clown
clown
takes
was
down
on
another.
Van Buren and LaSalle. See,
Whoa.
now this, John, is why guns exist, is because we need, for situations like this, it allows anybody to be a hero in
Yes.
America.
Now this is a pretty cool gun that this guy's got here. Now, Luke, could you give us any details on what kind of gun this is?
Oh my God, I can't even fake that, John. I hate guns.
Oh, oh wow. Well, I'm sorry to. Oh, and he's taken down. It looks like it doesn't matter how cool your gun is. You can
I think
still
it's an
get
AR-10 gun, John. I think it's
AR-10. Okay, interesting.
to go back to the Call of Duty days.
They keep referencing the Joker guy. Now, could the Joker be one of these guys? They all kind of look like Jokers to me.
I think you're jumping to conclusions there, John. I don't think that's
Maybe,
there's
maybe
that.
so.
Why would the
Maybe so.
mastermind be around, you know?
That's true.
Yeah. Like would
And right in front of our eyes, one of these Jokers is stealing a whole lot of cash. Oh no.
yeah, makes my mouth water, John, all that cash.
Wow, yeah, I could use some of that. We have a standoff, it seems, here between two of the Jokers. But and out of nowhere, from downtown comes a school bus and completely takes him out. And then we have a new Joker come into play now. Now that I those look like some Illinois plates circa, 2012. Whoa. So it looks like he reveals a mask and that he's also wearing another
Yeah,
mask
he's a
underneath that
clown. He's
mask.
a clown within a clown.
A clown within a clown. Wow.
I am
Reminds me of
so
that other
I am
Bob Dylan
so
song.
confused, John.
I can't wrap my
On
head around
everything
this.
we just saw.
And to think, in that situation, if we play back the tape for the replay, he might have been able to just spit that out of his mouth, but instead he keeps it in. And that's an
Unfortunately, we don't
interesting
have that power. The
strategy.
film plays live, it
The
keeps
film,
going, but
the film plays on.
we can't analyze the past too much.
We've hit
And to our
we've hit dusk.
audience, this is a faster pace than me and my partner here are used to following. So we were kind of just, as this goes, getting our wits about us. But don't get me wrong, it will all come together in the end.
Yes,
We are
yes.
right on top of this thing.
We're following this along. We're right with you the whole time.
Yes, it seems like now we are descending into the rest of this world. We see the cops and the media, and one of our faves, Gary Oldman, on top of the building next to this
Gary
symbolic light. I mean,
Gary Oldman will get a nice
yeah,
little applause from the crowd here.
Sirius
Yeah.
Black himself. Yeah, Gary Oldman has checked in.
He's talking about someone being out there. He's out there. Who could that be? Do we have any
Someone is
speculation
busy.
on who's busy and who is out there? Could it be this gentleman here? He seems to be
He seems
front
to
and
be
center
very
of the
busy and
camera.
out there. Yeah,
He seems important.
a guy wearing driving a big SUV like that is busy. And might I say, the
And
familiarity of that voice, John, does that sound like Killian Murphy out of Barbenheimer, the
oh wow,
that swept the nation.
I you may be right that it did sweep the nature as well. Barbenheimer's Killian Murphy would truly make this.
An
Oh, and
excellent treat.
we have someone hiding in the shadows here, or maybe multiple. And we have seem to have an army of pointy-eared men out there. And wow, who could these characters be? What is? Oh, and a surprise macing. And what is this? We have a
And now we have
tank
a Tesla. We have a
or
Tesla
a
Cybertruck. Yeah.
Cybertruck has entered the playing field here.
I did not see this on the cast list, John, a
Yeah,
Cybertruck.
this. Oh, and bang, bang! We have two
What do you
big
think's in the Cybertruck,
bangs.
John? Is it we had multiple bangs? Is it you think it's a Kardashian? Do you think it's
I
who could
I
it
think
be in
it's
that
got to be one of
Cybertruck?
these tech elites, that we have. Could be a Zuckerberg type, maybe a Bezos. Um, and wow, man, these dogs do not play nice. And now we have one of these pointy-eared fellows who, oh, he has attached himself to the side of his car. He appears to be trying to get in the truck. Oh, but there's a pillar coming. Oh, and he takes a big hit. Wow.
The score strikes me, John, that this is our guy. I don't know what that means, but he's our
He
guy.
does.
He's
This
like
could be the busy guy.
he's the busy guy out of all the other. The other guys are fake. They're phony.
Could this be the Dark Knight from the title? Oh, bangarang. Wow. It is Cillian Murphy. Wow, look at that. Sounds like this Dark Knight character may be a smoker or have bronchitis.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
who
dealing
knows? Maybe
with something. Yeah.
maybe he was in the Palisades fires. I don't know if that's
Could have been.
too
Yeah.
soon of a joke to make about this unknown film, but he could have lived there. He clearly has access to a lot of money, uh, due
Yes.
to his suit and all his gadgets and whatnot. But that is Christian Bale who's acting his ass off because he is a British
That's
man,
Christian
right? Yeah.
Bale. Wow.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
you can't see that, John. Yeah, you see
wow.
Killian, Christian Bale, and legend Michael Caine. Michael Caine has come to Chi-Town, baby.
Wow. Well, I would like to give him a warm welcome to Chicago. If
Go
only his
Bulls.
accommodations were nicer than a freight container.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Holiday Inn, suite number 121.
It appears Michael Caine also has a Tesla Cybertruck. Well, now do we have Christian Bale here? As he, do you think he could be playing two different characters here?
I think he might. Yeah, I think he might be John. I don't. I think there's more. I think there's more that
That
meets the eye of this Batman and this Christian, whoever this guy is right here.
I think what we're looking at here is a what could be an Oscar-worthy performance. An actor
Right.
playing
I
two
mean,
different roles.
yeah, who transforms this much? It's like this guy has a secret life. You don't see that often in movies, really. The movies I'm used to watching, they play one person, the same guy. They don't live this double life. I
Yeah,
don't.
we don't have a dual threat actor like this very often. These usually when you see a movie, an actor will play the same character the whole time, and so this is kind of unprecedented.
Yeah, let's just beat that one over the Let's just not be able to get over that one.
Yeah. Now, how come they aren't in the same scene together, these two characters? Oh, and then we have the bro herself,
Yep.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
With this
Oh,
very young Donald Trump looking man.
yeah.
That's what I told you about, John. You gotta be skeptical of a lot of these people in this.
You certainly can't trust everyone.
The classic flip a coin. I'm glad they're bringing that back. The best way to make choices among friends and groups of people. This really, though, makes me think, John, about like the fact that crime is a real issue in society and the world, and how do you solve these crimes? Is it law and order, or
Or order and law.
yeah, which
What
comes
comes
first?
first?
Which
Yeah.
comes first?
Whoa.
And how a firearm was gotten into the court, I don't know. But this is clearly a
Uh,
gun-heavy world where bankers and men at the whatever that thing is called
and
in the court.
witnesses.
Yeah, witnesses are holding
Everybody,
firearms,
everybody's armed and ready, cocked and loaded. Um,
cocked and loaded. But as they say, that makes it even. That evens the playing field.
and they'll still take a knockout blow from Aaron Eckhart here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No matter
It
what weapon
doesn't.
you bring it to the table.
Yeah, Eckhart, it doesn't make it even. But
Yeah,
for instance, John, I never would show up to a broadcast with you without one of my firearms, since I know you have your firearm, and
of
I like
course.
it makes me safe knowing that I have mine when you have yours.
Yes, we have to, protect the network here,
Yeah,
our
we have to
network
protect the
family.
net. We have to protect the network, and I have to protect my home. As
Yeah,
I don't know. You are a self-motivated individual. I don't know what you're um trying to gain by broadcasting with me all the time. I don't know what headspace you're in.
I just do it for the love of the game. And that's why I got to stay strapped so that I can continue doing this.
I mean, not to be a Chicago nerd here, but don't you love it, John, when they turn the
Oh,
river green? I mean, what other city does that and
I just
celebrates the Irish in that much?
Yeah, what show me another city that cares about their Irish people as much as Chicago does.
Yeah, I commend a movie to jump into a world that is so in depth with business meetings and all these complicated conversations as it does without really, um, you know, no background really for the audience. It's a lot of respect for the audience to pick up on
Yeah,
all this. I think this type of movie is for smarter people than us, John. But we're doing our best here.
we're learning. Yeah, yeah, and I think that's a big thing to take away is how educational that this movie already has been. And I think we still have a couple hours left to grow as people.
Yeah, that's the take. It's educational.
Yes, we can learn a lot from these businessmen. Um, it seems a bit different from the action sequences that we saw before. We're now talking about business, but we'll see how they maybe
Right.
intertwine
And
coming up.
specifically Asian businessmen who we know are like some of the top tier businessmen that there are.
Yes.
To make a little announcement, John and I of the heads of Cinebums, like CEO and COO, I'm like the COO, John's like probably the CEO. We've decided to take our earnings from this our wonderful network and invest it in some stock because of the recent changes that have developed in the world. It's a great time to get involved in the economy and the stock market. So, I was some of the companies I've been looking at actually, John, were Asian ones because I think that might not be a bad idea.
You know what? The future is Asia. That's what I've always said. And I think we need to tap into that market a little bit more. And yeah, we're with our new leadership, the stock market is just going to skyrocket. So
Yeah, yeah,
now's the time to get in that we're going to have a booming economy. So we're going to be getting into that and hope you'll
yeah,
join us along our journey.
yeah. I don't want to miss out on all the returns and dividends
Oh
that
yeah.
come out and the green. Uh,
Oh yeah.
it'd be
Uh
silly not to.
yeah. Yeah, we'll have our own green night, so to speak,
Yeah.
when we make that stock decision.
Ended it
Uh,
well.
yeah.
So- Sounds promising.
Yeah, very.
So he's talking about Bruce is talking about holding this Harvey guy, uh maybe a descendant of Steve Harvey, I don't know, a
Hmm.
fundraiser, John, which is a lovely idea. I've never been to a fundraiser or been invited, but I would very much like. I think that's a goal as a human being to have a fundraiser in your honor.
I do like when funds are being raised, so yeah, I'm on board with it.
They certainly never are for me. I unfortunately have to go and work for somebody else in order to raise my own funds, and I've always felt like a fool of sorts. So that's why, I'm happy about the economy getting better. And also,
Yeah.
that's why we're going to invest in possibly China, possibly this guy who's on the little TV now in this scene.
Yeah, this may be our guiding light for our stock options.
But I really have a affinity for people like this, John. People like these guys in this room. People who are clearly taking their own business into their own hands. They're clearly, in charge of themselves. And I mean,
Yes.
look at those nice suits. You can tell that they don't take shit from nobody, and that's something that I've learned. Especially out here in Los Angeles. A city that will beat you down. You don't take shit
Yes.
from nobody.
They just ooze success. Yeah. I can smell it on them. Yeah.
The Sweet
Oh,
Smell
and
of Success, great film also.
oh, and we may be getting a magic trick in here with this the clown fellow back and what?
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
wow. Oh, well,
All
that
right,
is
well,
a sharp blow to the
we'll
head.
we'll have to run that one back for sure.
The pencil did seem to disappear though, so it was impressive. I would have to assume that it's probably lodged in that man's brain, um,
Well, yeah, I mean the
but not to
physics on
reveal any
that is
magician's
insane,
secrets.
John. Like to be able
Yes.
to I can't even make one stand on its own and then to like swiftly plunge it into a man's face like that.
I
That could
mean,
easily go wrong. You could easily
we could
not do
try
it.
for ourselves right here.
Just
We'll see how.
Oh, it's in there. I got it good. I
Oh
didn't.
yeah,
It's definitely possible.
it's possible. Yeah, it's for sure in there.
Have you known any squealers in your life before, John? I sure have.
Oh, I've known a few. Yeah, my
Yeah.
my ex-wife for one.
Oh, and what did you do to stop her from squealing?
I moved to a new country and changed my name. Um, it's worked out for me okay. Yeah.
I knew a bunch of squealers in high school, a bunch of
Yeah.
you know, you know who I'm talking about,
Oh,
there's a
I
lot of
know.
squealers around. Oh yeah, I was talking about the the
Wait, yeah, there's
thing.
something that
Yeah.
happened to you. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
you
See, because
did.
like we have this magician here clearly on screen in
Yes.
makeup, played by the great Heath Ledger. Um, yeah, I went to a place in Hollywood called the Magic Castle, which is
Oh,
like,
I've heard about
eh,
it.
yeah, yeah, it's like an exclusive club in Hollywood where there's a bunch of rooms of magic, and you have to wear a suit, kind of like these guys are. So I kind of looked like these guys, and you get drinks in every room, and it's cool. Yeah,
Nice. I heard
reminded me of this.
I heard you first. I don't know if it's every show there, but some you have to be like invited.
No, yeah, you have to
Y-
be either a member or you have to be invited by a member in order to get in. So I was
Wow.
like part of this exclusive community of people, which was has always been my goal to be part of some exclusive community that because I love excluding others and
Oh, me
knowing that
too.
people aren't
Yeah.
able to do the same thing as me. Um, I don't like these public places where everyone is allowed, like where I remember John when you came to LA, like I remember we went to Golden Road Brewery where and I was kind of like, "Ugh, this is where just anyone can go here," And I
Yeah.
don't
What are
like
other
that.
people doing here? Yeah.
I don't want anyone else to be able to go where I'm going.
Everywhere should probably be invite only, you know.
Yeah. Fucking like yeah, like Wendy's,
Yeah, everywhere from
Wendy's,
Nobu
McDonald's.
to Wendy's. Yeah.
The real question is how complicated would that make your life? Like, would you be like where would I be invited to, and how limiting would that be for me?
That's true. I think I'd be limited to my home probably. Now here the Morgan Freeman has appeared and he kind of is dressed like a magician. Maybe he's going to do some magic tricks for us.
Well, looks like he pulled some out now.
Whoa! The old magic ninja stars shooting out of a sleeve, you know.
See, Christian Bale is a bit of a bro. He's a cocky fuck. He's just
He's a
he
bit
doesn't
of a
want to make
bro.
things too
Yeah.
easy. He's not really facing any adversity.
You know, I'm not surprised that he has one of these cyber trucks too. He seems like a tech bro. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
one of these CEO types.
And I'm still wondering, of course, as he's playing the tech bro CEO, like how is he related to this Batman guy that also is played by Christian Bale? Um, and what
Yeah.
are these two characters going to meet at any point? Are they going to converge?
It remains to be seen if we'll have a convergence of the two Bale characters. Maybe that's where he's off to now. He seems to be getting away quick.
It
And
also seems like Christian Bale will go and do something and then disappear, and then Nolan cuts to the Batman guy beating someone up. So we never know where Christian Bale ends up going,
that's true.
or Bruce Wayne.
And it
Oh,
appears
he's
here that the Joker is dead.
already.
And false alarm there. He would appear to be a dead Joker. He's actually alive. And he's
What?
got a
Yeah,
knife in a place where you definitely don't want a knife.
typical American family.
Yeah, this sounds like your average white picket fence family.
Yeah, he's a little privileged. People have it
Yeah,
worse.
yeah.
I would say though he's not really dealing with it in the right way. One would say,
Yeah, he
better
does
help,
seem to have some
therapy.
demons. Yeah,
Yeah. And also there's a little racism going on here too. Taking it out on the wrong people.
yeah, yeah. While also in whiteface.
Yeah.
So double jeopardy here.
What a moral dilemma, forcing
Wow.
those men to fight for their lives. If that's one of your friends, John, would you kill your friend to save yourself? That is the question that the film is asking right there.
Definitely. Definitely I would kill them.
And this is a city I don't know because have never been out of the United States, and I probably never will. That is a personal choice of mine. I don't believe in going anywhere outside of the United States.
Yeah, there's not really a reason to, I don't trust other countries very much. I think they're all out to get us, too. And
Yeah,
so I'm
I
glad that
don't.
Morgan Freeman here is there to set him straight.
On this issue.
Yeah.
I truly don't believe, John. And like people will say, it's important to like all these. I see all these corny quotes about traveling, and I truly don't believe there's anything else out there outside of the United States. Um, like my brother Jake, is ignorantly now in Europe, in Switzerland
Mm.
and Germany, and I don't see what his reasoning is for that.
Wow, yeah,
Uh,
that seems like he's got himself lost, if you ask me.
Yeah, like he ate a chicken cordon bleu with French fries. You can get something like that here. If you can
I
find it, if you look. I
You
mean,
can get it at any grocery store. Yeah.
right? Yeah, and we have the best French fries in the world. I mean, I
Yeah.
love our French fries. You know, the amount of French fry options we have.
Food was basically invented here, and so why would you get it anywhere else? Christian Bale, he appears to have gotten off at the wrong floor in the elevator. He's now
Right.
standing
I
on
think he
the.
meant to definitely go to a different floor, but he's not doing what I would do. He seems to be assessing the distance between the floor he's supposed to be on towards the top here. And then more guns, John. More
Oh
guns.
yeah,
Calling back to our argument that we must. They're a requirement. They're a necessity.
yeah. And this looks to be one of those time guns that we're starting to see more often nowadays. Where they
Yeah,
shoot
fair.
out times.
More of a regular
Uh,
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh, and look at that. See, they're in a foreign country and the power goes out.
that's
That's what
what
you
you
deal
get.
with
Yeah.
if you leave our country.
That's what I'm worried. Yeah, that's what I'd be worried about. You're also not supposed to drink the water.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely
but also
don't
you're
want to
not
do
you're not
that.
supposed to drink the water in a lot of areas of Michigan, which I don't intend on visiting going to Michigan ever either. Even though I
Michigan might
have.
as well be in Europe, if you ask
Yeah,
me. Yeah.
yeah. Now, John, are
It looks
you
like a
interested in
bat
any
flying
base
through.
jumping or
Whoa.
skydiving or?
I have never done base jumping or skydiving. It looks to be too dangerous. Yeah, I'm not necessarily an adrenaline junkie, so I wouldn't seek that out.
I
Um,
think I would only do it out of say a necessity like this scene here where you have to infiltrate these Asian businessmen. I see it as very necessary, but all these thrill seekers who are doing it, I don't get them.
it's true. It's true. Doing it for fun is almost insulting.
Yeah, to the
Where there are
people
people that
who
need
do
to
it
do
for a
it.
living. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like this is his job and you're kind of making a mockery out of it.
yeah, yeah. That's apparently funny to some people.
Again, to me, it's a very impressive looking city, but I think the people who built it are wasting their time because I will never ever go there.
I mean, look at how dark it is. The whole place doesn't have any power, and
Yeah,
how
not
could
run
you
well at all.
see
Unlike
anything if
like
it
I
always
live in
looks like
Los
that?
Angeles, John, and that is a very well run place, consistent throughout.
It's well lit. You
Yeah,
can see
it's
things,
where and it was even more well lit. A couple now, with all
Yeah,
the
that is
natural
true.
lighting we have, and and as you know, John, I'm a big cigar smoker. But
Yeah.
recently I gave up them because our air quality is like you can just breathe it in, and it's like smoking a nice Cuban.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm saving so much money on what I usually spend on my Cubans, which I will never go and do anything but a Cuban.
Yeah, you can't do anything without your Cubans.
But there's nothing like smoking the air of like you know thousands of burning luxury homes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are some high quality fumes. Yeah.
We're getting some good lawyer advice back in America.
Yeah, here we go. This is how a
Chicago,
real
of course,
society,
Chi-Town.
not just America, but Chicago. Yeah.
Hey,
We
aren't
got
you
some,
happy about the new hire, John, for the
oh,
for our beloved Bears?
the Bears have a new coach. I couldn't be happier. He's gonna right the ship. And
But of
yeah,
course, he could
he's
be in
gonna
over his head because he doesn't know what he's dealing with. I don't, he seems like a smart guy, but I don't think the Bears are ever meant to succeed. I just think that's
they're
how it
always
is.
doomed. Yeah.
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 So let's not act like things are going to go well. Usually though, the mayor to me is like, that's what I look for in where I live, is like, how is the
Yeah.
mayor there? And if I don't trust the mayor, I'll probably move. I'm sure you do that even more, John, because you've moved as much as anyone probably ever has. And I assume you moved to Minnesota because of the good mayor that's
Yeah.
there.
Whoa. Uh
You're like a beat ahead of me.
oh,
It's every like big thing that happens.
well, it looks like we won't be seeing Christian Bale um, in the character of Batman anymore. So it looks like he's now dead.
Yeah.
It's weird to show that off screen. It seems like a big deal.
So that means he's only playing one character again, as which to
Oh,
me
okay.
makes more sense. That's like kind of
Yeah.
clears up that whole confusion um, that I've been wrestling with this whole time.
Yeah, I'm not really into fantasy movies, I guess you'd say, where things happen like that, where someone's playing two characters. I like something to be set in realism more.
Like how can I relate to that, really?
Yes, yes.
But a one of a kind penthouse, John, that I
Oh,
hope we
wow.
can afford once our Asian stock kicks in.
This looks exactly like the type of penthouse that we're gonna buy once our in Chicago once our stock
Yeah. That is the
rises, which it
plan,
will.
moving Cinebums to Chicago in probably a penthouse just like this where it
This
belongs.
looks like our new HQ to me. Yeah.
And I think we will get there because we clearly know how to stay on top of the latest trends in movies and
Yeah.
know about everything that's been done in cinema history.
And of course, was a penthouse without a helipad, so
Right.
we
And
could
this will
fly the
probably be me walking in, John, because, that's podcasters nowadays are known to be surrounded by 2 to 3 women at one time.
it's a blessing and a curse.
It's like, because podcasters are like the rock stars of back then.
Yeah.
Man, like Maggie Gyllenhaal's got like a little mermaid thing going.
Could she be revealed as a mermaid later on?
We are in this fantasy weird world, so where,
That's true.
bats are flying around in China.
Anything could really happen.
Hot predictions for today's screening.
Yeah. Maggie Gyllenhaal, mermaid?
I don't know. This, what do you think of Gordon, John, this Gordon character? He's very on top of it,
He
very
always seems
responsible.
stressed. He always seems stressed out,
I
I
think
don't
he
like
should.
that.
I think he should chill. I think the situation isn't as big of a deal as he's making it. I personally would think I would handle this a little better.
I think he's overreacting. He's so high strung that I don't think he could make really good decisions in that frame of mind.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, we have a clear proposal being drawn up. I've watched enough Julia Roberts movies to know when one's going on.
Oh yeah.
It's classic proposal. We're also in the middle of a little rom-com in the middle of a murder spree.
Yeah, I like the romantic touch that they're throwing in here. It adds levity to the frantic Gordon who's you know running around freaking everybody out.
Causing all the problems. I mean, like
Yeah.
the Joker is gonna do what he does. It's not about the Joker, it's about how you handle, how you respond.
I mean, they're just jokes too. I mean,
Yeah,
it's in his
at
name.
the
They're
end of the day,
just
they're just jokes, and I think that's the problem with this, the anti-PC culture we
they
got
just yeah,
going
people
on.
can't handle a joke anymore. It's in his name.
Yeah, like remember like people used to be
Whoa.
funny. This is funny.
It's just a prank, bro.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a prank.
Yeah, the Joker, he's just a funny guy. He's uh could he be one of the impractical jokers under that all that makeup?
I mean, that is the way to get people's attention at a party. I never seem to get attention when I enter. I've never made a real entrance.
You know what? Say what you will about the Joker. He knows how to make an entrance, and I think we could all learn a lot about that. I think the next party I go to, I'm gonna bring my shotgun and make a couple of pops in the crowd and really assert myself.
Yeah, no, it is all about assertiveness and confidence is really
Confidence.
confidence is
Yes.
everything. True confidence. He is a little forward though. Goes into people's faces like that, and he doesn't let them look away. I can't say I would be happy if he ever did that to me or anyone.
Yeah, maybe we would have had more success with the ladies back in college if we just grabbed him by the face like that. Oh,
He's back.
now hold on. At first you think the Joker is dead and he comes back, and now you think Batman's dead and he's back.
It's like a video game where they respawn.
Yeah, it's very much like a video game. That's kind of what happens in these fantasy movies. It's like Gandalf coming back.
I mean, he said it.
And
He
he
caused
he did
the
say, I mean, what does he want him to
yeah.
do? He's told him what to do.
He should have said, "Bring her
I
back," or
I
"Hold
don't think that
on."
was the best choice of words there, because clearly letting her go, she's gonna fall to her death. But
Yeah, again, it's the theme of how everyone responds to the Joker, and they're
mm,
all playing into the joke, and um they're taking things too seriously. If they just
yeah,
let loose,
the PC police. Yeah.
they're kind of like, digging their own hole here. Mm. John, do you have a favorite movie watching snack
Oh,
nowadays?
don't I? My favorite movie watching snack would have to be tea.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I can't really see it.
Hey, tea. What I do is I just take one of these tea bags here. Then I just take them like that, and then I just
You suck on a tea bag, an herbal tea bag.
ah, yeah, that's my favorite snack.
Do you heat
I
it
just
up
kind of
before?
oh yeah, I know. I take a couple bites and then I just swallow it, and
Wow.
yeah, that's typically what I do. I
Straight
guess
straight to the dome then, huh?
yeah.
I myself like a good bowl of clam chowder.
Oh wow, oh
That's
that's
just
nice.
me, and I dunk some bread in it, while I watch these films.
That's that sounds like a delicious treat
It's
for
different.
movie
I know
watching.
it's not.
Yeah,
Maybe we have different tastes, but
it is
um
different.
maybe a
Maybe
little
movie
heavy, maybe
theaters
a little heavier, not as health
movie
conscious.
movie theaters should start having clam chowder
Yeah, yeah.
along with popcorn. Maybe you could put popcorn into the chowder for an extra little crunch.
Well, like I feel like there should be like a Golden Corral situation going on. I don't know if you've ever been to
Mm,
one of those, but
yeah.
really one of the greatest places on earth. You must have been having a wife who is a native Wisconsinian, have been to a Golden Corral because they are huge there. Um,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
in fact, during my time in Wisconsin, that is the only place I ever ate at was Golden Corral. But there should be one in the movie theater so you can get up and go get your second serving and don't have to wait on these, might I say, adolescent servers to bring you
Huh.
your buffalo chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
that where you're may but not be getting the best quality you can get. That's my problem with the food movie business nowadays.
It would be nice to have a good spread, like a Golden Corral has.
It feels right now, John, like we are building towards the next part in the film.
I can
The
feel it.
next action-packed sequence. Christian Bale here is analyzing bullets. He's loading up with gear. Morgan Freeman is shutting down, putting the young white guy in his place. Um, and we don't know the Joker. We don't know where he is. Where has he been? So I think I'm intrigued, but with what's to
Yeah.
come.
It feels as though we're building to something. You can tell with the music as well. Uh, I would have to say it has been a lot less funny without the Joker there. So hopefully in the next couple scenes he'll make an appearance again and
Right, right.
bring some
I
laughs.
like this stuff is not really hitting the same way. I would like to get back to the funny stuff.
Yeah, let's get back to
Like,
the comedy.
let's kick it. Yeah, let's keep it to the comedy.
Oh man, I love a parade.
Do you have a favorite parade, John, that you've ever attended?
My favorite parade would have to be you know, it's the Chicago St. Patrick's Day parade, Again, not to beat a dead horse, but just the support for the Irish is really important
You
to
know what?
me.
I like the Disney World parade.
Those are great too.
Yeah,
I
you've
have
been to those,
actually
right?
I've been in two Disney parades
What do you mean you've
before.
been in as what?
And in marching band, we
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
every
yeah.
few years we go to
Oh,
Disney and yeah, and we freshman and senior year we marched in the parade at Disney.
my bad, John. I forgot about your roots that you were in the band.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you're
That
a
the
fan of my
experience that
work.
shaped you forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like when I went to the football games, I mainly focused on the band and um people like
As
would
you
look
should
in
have.
people would look at me and I'm like, "Hey guys, there's like real, stuff going on. These guys over here are,
There's
it does not
real
match.
talent.
It's unmatched. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
unmatched. Like some of these guys will go somewhere. Like, and I was right. John went on to host this podcast with me, and I don't think you would necessarily have the talent to keep up if you hadn't been in the band. You know,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
didn't need to be in the band because I have the natural talent that I have, but because John has the experience of the band and being able to perform in Disney World. Um, yeah, that's why John's able to be the great partner of this network that he is.
Well, I appreciate that, Luke. Yeah, it definitely gave me the tools to to become what I am today. And so yeah, I wouldn't be here without that and without your support. Because not all it doesn't come naturally to all of us. Some of us might have to work a little bit harder. Um, so yeah, I'm proud of what I've done in the past to get to where I am.
It's like, what do you not get, huh?
Your
All right,
dad's
wait.
dead, kid.
All right, you playing it?
Yeah, yeah, I'm playing it.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay.
Whoa, whoa, what don't you get, kid? Your
Put
dad's
two and
dead.
put two and two together. That's the problem with the
Yeah,
education system nowadays.
yeah,
See, I hung out with John and his wife, and this conversation that we just see with Macaroni and his girl, that was like word for word how hanging out with John and his wife was. John just
yeah.
ignoring, pretending he couldn't hear his wife the whole time. And then I had to step in and sort of be like, Carly, I do hear you. You are heard. You are speaking up loud enough. That is just a John thing. John is just trying to put you down to look cool in front of me. And while I do think you did, I will say, John, you did look pretty cool.
See,
You're very,
it
very cool
worked.
indeed, and it worked. But you can't help but feel bad for the wife, in the the wife who is the victim in that case. Yeah, you got to give her something to, you know. some affirmation just so because she's just trying to get through her day, you know,
I guess, but I'm trying to
can't
be
think about
looking
that. Yeah.
cool over here,
Can't think about that though. I know.
I've got
Yeah.
too much on my mind,
Right,
in
right.
trying to look cool in front of you that, I can't be worried about other people's
Oh, no,
feelings.
no, no, no. Don't get me wrong, John. You
Yeah.
accomplished that. You looked very cool.
Good,
There's nothing
good.
cooler than a husband to me ignoring their wife when
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
clearly trying to speak to them in favor of his own peace of mind. I mean, uh, we are all just we are all just we are all just spawned from men who have had nagging wives, and it is up to us to, put them in their place.
At some point we had to steer the course.
Well, and again, where I don't want to like be too public about this, but again, I hung out with John and his wife, um, and I noticed some weird things, and also the this little dynamic between Aaron Eckhart and this guy here, who sort of looks like what is he? What I don't know. He has got what does he look like to you, John? Like a penguin of sort, maybe. Uh,
He looks like yeah, I'd say a emperor penguin.
but anyways, that I also noticed after John ignored her, flipped a coin and, would playfully point his gun down at her. And, it's, I think that's, so every couple has their games they play.
Yeah, it's
You
just a fun
gotta,
game.
you're just trying
Yeah.
to let the time pass. But, uh, and I'm okay with that. But I will say it was weird, seeing it done in public on, all places on at the Walk of Fame. Which is a place where there's a lot of people doing crazy things, but that was one of the you guys. It was one of the crazier things that was probably being done that day, and maybe hey, it is Hollywood. It brings out the weirdness in us all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say there's a lot worse things on Hollywood Boulevard than a little Russian roulette.
3 hours later.
Man, that Joker, he is funny.
Back to the comedy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I needed a laugh.
For
Wow.
someone who do a special hanging upside down like that, that's pretty
Yeah,
ballsy. Yeah, like
yeah.
that's staging wise, that's pretty unique. Dude, you gotta watch you have to watch McCartney 321. I've told you about it before,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
so like cause like here like I recently started rewatching it again. Like I watched the first episode again, and I'll just like explain the intro of it, and that's it. I'll like spoil the intro
Uh-huh.
and like see if it gets you hooked to watch it. Like it kind of like fades in on the studio, and it's like Rick Rubin and McCartney, and I forget what Beatles song this is, but like it's the song's playing like it's like da 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 da. I forget what song that is. Like every day da 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 da
Oh, that sounds familiar. I can't think of
da
it
da
though.
da 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 whatever that one is, and it's like McCartney singing. It's like da 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 da
Yeah.
da da. Oh, it's like set Zoom's like playing music. Um, but so then like anyways, that's like what they fade in, and it shows them walking up to the mixing board, and Rick Rubin's like, care to listen to some music? And Paul's like, yeah, what do you got? And then he plays the song, and it's like close your eyes and I kiss you tomorrow. And then like they start jamming out to it, and then
Uh,
Paul's just like, that's John right there. And then they start like breaking down the song, and then it's just like off to the races from there. And
nice. Okay.
that's the whole and it's like a episode thing. And
I
I'm
can get
about
into
to
that.
yeah, I'm about I was like I started it like last night again, and like it's my second time, and I was like, man, like I'm immediately hooked, like on again off the opening scene. So I'm Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it again. It's great. Like I'm and now it and then it'll have me refueling more Beatles obsession. I'll keep listening to them again.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's solid. Yeah, it's endless with the music documentaries, man. Like over like Harvey's dead body. There's so many good music documentaries out there.
This reminds me of a music doc I saw the
I
other
can't
day.
get it. You can't even get to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I rewatched Don't Look Back. I like went on all this Dylan
Oh,
stuff because
nice.
of the movie, and
Yeah,
that still is like one of the best things too.
so good. Yeah. I watched that the night after I saw A Complete Unknown too. It was like exactly what I wanted to watch after that.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, I need to see the real deal now, you
Yeah.
know.
I like when he's yelling about the whoever threw the bottle at the hotel or the glass or something like that. And he's like, I don't care who threw it, man. I'm not gonna take care of all these cats or something like that. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I love
Kind of.
when he's pissed about that. Yeah.
Oh, in the doc, right? Not the movie.
Yeah, and don't look back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
When they're arguing about who threw the glass.
Right, right, right.
I don't care who threw it, man.
Yeah, he's a really funny guy. Like he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, just like his whole thing. You're just like, what kind of person is this? You know,
Yeah,
you're
he's
like,
an alien. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like so, and I felt like during the movie, the way Chalamet plays it, especially, you're like, some of these like musicians, man, they were like some of the most like arrogant fucking people you'll ever meet in your life, just so out of touch. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but we like revere them for it, so much. Like,
Yeah, we put them all on a pedestal.
yeah, because they're like, it was for all the music.
Yeah, yeah.
You're kind of an asshole, Bob. You make your songs are like oil paintings at the dentist's office.
That was a pretty good impression. You sounded like
Really?
Chalamet as Bob
All
Dylan.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how it came across.
He actually because Bob Dylan is from right up the road from me. So there's actually
See,
like
now you need to do the same journey since you finally got
oh,
there,
I should.
but you got to
Yeah.
do it at 31 or whatever.
Yeah. I'll start now. Yeah. I'll just be like 10 years behind Bob. Um,
Yeah, and then
but yeah, like
I nerded out like when the gaslight is there from like
yeah,
inside
yeah.
Llewyn Davis and
Yeah.
the village and all that shit.
Yeah. This was like a surprise thing, but Chalamet came to the theater that's like the close theater to us that we go to for like a special surprise screening.
Dang,
Um,
nice.
and I think it was like the University of Minnesota, like students got to go or something. I don't know, but um, or maybe it was bigger than that. I don't know, but yeah, yeah. You could tell,
He's going hard with the press. I'm not
yeah,
surprised he came even to, by you. Like
yeah,
he's doing it everywhere.
yeah. The Nardwar interview is great. If you haven't seen that,
No, I haven't. I have a lot of press I want to get
yeah,
to.
it's pretty funny.
I'll make sure to check that one though.
And you could tell he like is really into Bob Dylan and like did his homework on like
Yeah, I mean he had to,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
I definitely like believed it.
yeah,
Like I recall when the trailers coming out, like a lot of people like hated on the way he seemed like he was gonna play him, and it seemed like very stereotypical. Um, but then the movie
yeah,
started. I'm like, yeah, this is like I couldn't ask for a better like performance from him,
yeah,
doing it. I didn't have any quarrels with it really.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a dark night. The film A Dark Knight. I don't know what you thought about it, John, but I learned a lot about life and society, and I think I'm gonna get up and live my life very differently now because we watched this.
Yeah, I think it was yeah, it was a mildly life-changing experience. Yeah, I can't say I comprehended it at all, but yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I think a
I'll
lot of
be
it went
thinking
over my
about it for
head.
a
I
while.
think like maybe it's
Yeah.
my I'm a little undereducated for it. I only have a bachelor's degree in screenwriting, so I'm not really like I don't really have the tools to follow a film like this. Maybe if I had an MFA in screenwriting or a doctorate, I might be able to comprehend this, but no, no, this is a little highbrow for me. I'm used to things like with a bachelor's in screenwriting, I'm more used to things like like Daddy's Home 2 with like
Oh
Mark
yeah,
Wahlberg
that's
and Will
great.
Ferrell.
That
Like
I
I
love
can
that. Yeah, that's
follow
great.
I can
Yeah.
follow that, but there's so much going on like for us to follow every scene the way we are used
Yeah.
to. It's I think you know, I think he's alienating audiences with it. I think it's a little I would expect most normal people, most working people aren't going to really this will go over their head as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and overall I think it was I do think it was life-changing and amazing and I loved it, but at the same time I thought it didn't make any sense and yeah, it was confusing and um so yeah, if I had yeah, that would be my final takeaway, I guess, is that it was life-changing, but but yeah, confusing and yeah. I leave a little more confused, but also changed.
I think it'll motivate me to try to, you know, pick up a couple books every now and then instead of, just staring aimlessly in my place. I think maybe I could use a little more things blood flowing up in this area so
Brain
that when
food.
so that
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that when we they do say magic mind is a big thing nowadays. Maybe I need magic mind or some sort of microdosing or
Sponsor us,
whatever.
Magic Mind. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're like because the yerba mates and coffees I drank for this, I will still.
It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't do what Magic Mind will do.
I think the best image to describe this is the confusion on Gordon's kid's face when he doesn't understand that Gordon is dead. That was
Yeah.
how I felt watching this film.
Yeah. He was actually the most relatable character I felt like he was watching with us.
Yeah, just like that
Just
one moment,
perplexed.
yeah, that one moment.
Yeah.
That
That
no
was
one
like
probably
breaking the fourth
remembers.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, that is about does it. For today's broadcast. Thank you to all our partners. Thank you to you, John, for going on this journey with me. And thank you to
Thank you
all
to you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And for all our viewers, of course, we hope this is the only way to follow a movie, and we hope we were able to make this watch less confusing for you and more accessible for you as well.
Yes, we're always happy to be your guides.
Yeah, that is The Dark Knight, everybody.